Hey guys, it's Shannon with Our Piece of Earth. Today I'm going to be talking about Skill Sharpener Science from Evan-Moor. I'm going to show you the book, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to tell you a little about how we use it in our homeschool. So I'll just go ahead and show you first. So here's your table of contents. This is grade 5, and this one covers organisms and ecosystems, Earth's systems, space systems, and structure and properties of matter. So each unit is going to go through and have a few different sections. So reading for each idea concept is going to have 3 pages. So here they're just going to read a little and answer a few questions. And then they're going to do the same thing on the next page. And each page you'll see here has a few vocabulary words for them to learn and talk about as they answer the questions. So there's going to be 3 pages of reading like that. And then a visual literacy page. And can you see it good? So each one of those is just going to let them apply what they're learning in a little bit different way. And then a vocabulary practice page. And then 1 or 2 hands-on activities. So here are the ones for here, and this one's kind of a lengthy one that they won't complete in one day because we're talking about plants growing. So this just lets them observe it. And then an activity to grow a bean sprout in a covered shoebox. And then each concept is rounded out with an application page. In this one, imagine that the sun, carbon dioxide, and water are having an argument about who is most important in the process of photosynthesis. Pretend you're the plant listening to the argument. Write a story about the argument. Tell the sun, CO2, and water why they are important to photosynthesis. So just a fun way for them to apply what they've learned in a little writing activity. So as you go through, each unit is going to have those same things. Ecosystem. So it's reading page, a reading page, a reading page, with some questions at the end and some vocabulary words on each of them. Then the visual literacy page, the vocabulary practice, hands-on activities, and then finish out that concept with an application. So if you want, you could use this as your core science program. You could also use it as a supplement to whatever your core science program is. So the way that I use it is kind of a little bit of both. So we cycle between doing history and then science. My daughter does a literature-based history program, so we go by however long it takes her to do the unit on the book that she's currently reading. So usually somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks we'll do history, and then we'll cycle into science for 2 to 4 weeks. So while they're doing history, I like to have these so that they can do at least a couple days a week, go through and do some science concepts. To me, that's a super fun way. These pages are short, the lessons are short, they can do them quickly, and sometimes it just sparks something that they want to know more about, that they want to dig into deeper, that maybe we haven't covered in science yet. So for us, that has been a great way to use it. The other way that I use it is if the books they're currently doing cover a science unit that we're doing, I will go through the pages in here and pull them out for them to work on with our unit. So our next science unit that we're going to be doing happens to be space, which works great because we'll get back here, and then we're doing a space unit here. So we will go through this whole orange section once we get to that, and I will look at our thing and just add these pages in to go along with that, just to give us a little more and a little bit different and a fun way to learn about that concept. So there's so many ways that you can use these. They're really awesome because they are super independent. I don't know that my kids have ever needed my help with them. Sometimes my son has needed help reading a word maybe. But otherwise, if you're looking for an independent science for your kids, this is fantastic. You can scan the code right inside the cover here, and that will download a little teacher's guide that just gives you a little more in-depth. It's kind of an explanation of what you're going to be learning about, and then a little follow-up at the end to just make the lesson more inclusive and exciting. Another great way, if you're using this as your core science curriculum, is even to get some living books to go along with the units that are in here. I think that pretty much covers it. These are fantastic however you choose to use it, whether it's your core science or a supplement. So, Skill Sharpener Science for 5th grade is this one. We've used these for a few years now, so I really like them. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will answer it as soon as I can. Thanks, guys, and have a great night.